We'll start with Cheeky on this one. So, do you think I was meant to say you have been more of an asset or a liability to Black YouTube? And then what will others perceive your value to be? You understand it, Cheeky? So, what
Yeah,
you
I think
think?
so.
What would people say?
Um, I think I've been an asset. That's the first part, right? So I
Okay,
think I've
yes.
been an asset.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and what do I think people would perceive me to be?
Yeah.
I think that most people kind of see me as depending on the age, of course, but I think most people see me as like the little brother, the youngin, that's just trying to figure shit out.
Mm,
And in the process, I've made mistakes, man. I haven't been perfect. So,
sure.
but I think generally speaking, I think most people know that I'm not really here to cause any problems. I'm just giving my thoughts. And in the process of giving my thoughts, I've given ideas that can be challenged. I've given new ideas. I've given talking points that, aren't really usual. They're very unusual, but they start a conversation, and that always helps bring the conversation forward and things like that. So I think my perception, um, on others would be like he's just a regular young guy just talking. It's not like I'm like this huge deal to most people. I don't feel like.
No, well, I would say that the ideas do permeate, though, right? Even when you explained to me the house husbands thing, initially, I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? No way in hell. And then as you broke it down, I'm like, damn, he has a point. So that house husband thing, even if your name isn't attached to it, which it should be, that house
Yeah,
husband thing is loud, though. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So I definitely credit you for that. I'm not, I'm sure it has origins, Aaron. I know
Yeah,
Tito
well,
says
and
it a lot, but
podcast, right? So this, like, and podcast has been one of those people too, like
mhm.
where the idea, has blossomed into
Yeah,
what I've, made it to be as a whole. But there's definitely, like I said, a lot of my ideas I won't say are super original. I'm like the most original guy. I just know
mhm.
how to articulate a point and think about it hard enough to go, hey, these are the reasons why I think this is an idea that we should look into.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody on this panel is definitely. I mean, when I say everybody, I literally mean everybody has played a part in some of my ideas and how I communicate them for sure.
Word, word, word. I
Shit
like it.
like
I
that.
like it.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
Sharon, do you think you have been an asset or a liability? And what will other people say about you? Regardless of what you want them to say, my question is, what do you think they would say? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I believe I'm both. I believe I'm an asset to people that want to have long lasting relationship, and I think I'm a liability to people that want to hold on to that it's a gender war. So I'm a liability because I'm able to articulate my point of view about being in a long lasting relationship. So I am both.
So there's one thing we don't do, and this might be risky, is use some. Both would be some, and both would be some, maybe both. I hear those the same way. So if you had to pick one, which one would it be?
As asset.
Asset, because you are a proponent of long lasting relationships.
That's one of them. Yeah.
Okay, what would another one be? Just so I got the whole picture.
Another one for men taking accountability for who they are and they responsibility for where they at in their life.
You think men? So a sentiment is that men understand consequence because we deal with our consequences coming all the way up. You don't think that's true?
No, most men, I would say at least, I would, no, I don't think that's true. No, most men are not trying to be responsible for families and they want to have the least amount of responsibility into this day and age.
Damn. Okay. Okay. We'll dive into it. Now, what would other people say?
It would depend on who you ask. Some people they despise me, they do not like me,
Majority.
they hate me.
Majority of people.
Majority of people, I would believe they absolutely love me because I'm handsome.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I get to hear. It's like sometimes I don't even get to recognize my name anymore. Like they say handsome so much that I start to think that was my name.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Okay. Considering when I'm looking at analytics and things of that nature, the majority of people watching are men.
Yes.
So that confounds me a bit. Can you clarify?
Yes, it just makes me believe that maybe what Q was saying, it might possibly be true.
Get the fuck.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Daryl. Same question. You need me to restate it
No, I got you. Asset liability, right?
in terms of how you see yourself and then how others would see you in terms of those two terms as well.
I've been nothing but an asset, right? Nothing but an asset since I came into YouTube. I remember doing a show back on Lapeef with Courtney Michelle called "Let Me Clarify." We spoke about postpartum depression. We spoke about mortality rates for Black women. We spoke about medical disparities that affect both Black men and Black women, right? I remember her and other women telling me that that was one of the first times they heard Black men even had these conversations and acknowledge the fact that Black women do have chemical imbalances and have the conversations with them. And then moving forward, when it comes to money, I know my name is a big money maker. So I know if you go against me, you put my name in the chat, you're gonna have people that just come with you, to support. But that's all good, right? Helping content creators make money and also being able to cater to the women that support me. I look at it as a double-edged sword. I'm an asset to both. I'm an asset to both. I've never considered myself to be a liability to nobody in this space, unless they make themselves opposition, you know what I mean? Especially if they within arm's reach. You know what I mean? I linked up with Sharon when I was in New York. Me and Sharon had arguments, had no problem with Sharon. Next time I go to New York, I'll be right in Brooklyn and Brownsville linking up with Sharon and his people again. So what I do, I linked up. I told Jay Prince I'm coming to the Wisconsin Dells with my family, my people. MJ, we already got the tickets, everything booked. I'm gonna link up with Jay Prince. So what I try to do is cultivate real relationships where I can lock arms with the men that say that they got the solutions that they want to give out to other people. Oftentimes we bump heads because people just refuse to really just be genuine. So I think I've always been an asset. To the second part of your question, I think people would say I've been a liability.
Okay.
Or I think people would say I've been evil. I think people would say I've probably exhibited some of the worst behaviors and said some of the worst things they've ever heard anybody say.
Okay.
Right. So again, I know who I am and I know how they feel about me, and I acknowledge both.
Okay. And this is a yes or no question. In terms of egregious things being said, are they wrong in that? If they say that,
some might be, some might not be. Most of it won't be.
But
A lot of
some
stuff,
not being an answer.
it
Do
was
you think
egregious.
so? So this yes or no? Like, do you think they would be wrong in saying that, or what do you think? Yes or no?
They would definitely be wrong because wrong is all. Sorry, yes, they would be wrong.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Beans was popping. Same question. You on mute? Go ahead.
I know. Ask it again. You asked everybody else. Ask it again.
No, I didn't ask Daryl. So, what do you think? Do you think you have been an asset or liability in this space? And what would other people say?
Well, I would find it odd if people said I was a liability. It's if you say problematic, yes, but liability maybe not so much. I definitely believe I've been an asset to the space. But yeah, I think other people would, if they had to choose, I think the majority, 51% of people would choose a liability because they dick ride narratives. But I think the true response would probably be, yeah, he's been aggressive, angry, problematic, but not necessarily a liability. I haven't done any damage to the space necessarily.
Okay. You're so you more problematic is more palatable for you,
I think it's more
fitting.
I think it's more accurate, right? It because problematic doesn't necessarily equate to liability. But I'm saying if you ask people, if you give them a choice, I think 51% of people would absolutely choose liability based on the fact that they dick ride narratives. You see what I'm saying? So like if whatever the narrative is about you, that's what people are going to ride with.
Why do you characterize it as dick riding? You saying like they don't have an over? Y'all mute if you're not. I don't know what that noise is. Like, are you saying that they're only going with it because everybody else is going with it, regardless?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so I've been around long enough that I can pretty much everybody on this panel I can pretty much break down, right? To a T, from top to bottom as it pertains to what they have been in this space. There's not one person on this panel, and a couple of these niggas I really want to punch with love, like brotherly punch, not hate punch. But I don't think it's one person on this panel right now that people can honestly say has been a liability. It's been things that have come out of these situations, out of these personalities that I don't like, and I've been vocal about that. But a liability, come on, and that's why I'm saying it's going to be based on the narrative, right? The same people who will tell you that Fatty has been a liability to the space are the same.
Let him. It's just about you right now.
No. But I'm using it as an example to say that the same.
I know,
people
but here's what
say,
I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. When you say his name, now they're gonna be thinking they're gonna attach it potentially, right? So I just want
when you say they, you talking about Fatty or the audience?
Audience, right? Because you'll say like using him as an example. Now they'll hear that last. That's all. Not saying you was doing. You know what I mean?
No. I get it. You're saying they're stupid, but you don't want to say that because they super chat. Got you. But no, what I'm saying though, the same people who would say certain things be the same people that's watching you, right? So, and that's all I was gonna say is that you can say whatever you want to say necessarily about somebody, but let's just be honest. The personalities themselves, the space hasn't even defined itself. What is it? Is it Manosphere? Absolutely not. Is it Red Pill? Really? We got Daryl Long on the panel along with Sharon. It can't be Red Pill, right? So what is the space? It hasn't necessarily defined itself. It's just entertainment, quote unquote. That's what everybody falls back on. And so that's what I mean when I say dick riding the narrative. Whatever the narrative is about the person, more than likely that's what people are going to assign their belief to.
Okay. I want to understand narratives a little bit more, for sure, to see where the truth is in them. You know what I mean? Ali, what's good?
What's going on, family?
You tell me, my brother. So what you think? Have you been an asset, liability to the space, and what would other people say?
Definitely an asset. I think majority of people would say as an asset, and just inherently, just from the heart alone, like most people know I genuinely care about people. I care about the community. I genuinely want people to come together, and whether any brother acknowledges or not, even if I don't rock with some of the brothers' behaviors, I support everybody on the panel. I support every woman and man, period. I might not support behaviors, but anybody who has conversations with me always know I have good faith conversations, regardless of how passionate I may be or seen as over pursuing. It's always good faith conversation. It's always intentional conversation. But I also have invested about everybody on the panel as well too, and shown support. I support everybody on the panel.
Yeah. Do you think in terms of like when the intention of the conversation get lost in being overly passionate or over pursuing, do you think people miss the message when that happens?
Not most people know. Most people know who I am as long as I've been here. There's some of us on here are passionate. We have our moments where we may seem as over pursuing in our nature on trying to get to the truth. But for the most part, it's a few people in the space that see me as a certain type of way and probably see me as a liability. I have to accept that. But for the most part, people know I want people to come together. I want marriages. I want man and woman to come together. I want families.
Yeah. Okay. So you answered the second half. You believe the majority would see you as an asset as well.
Of course.
Okay.
Shit like that.
Aaron, what you think?
Can you just repeat the question to make sure I have it correct?
What do you think you are in this space? Asset or a liability? And what would other people say if they had to answer the same question about you?
Good question. I never really thought about it. I would say that the people that I've had conversations with on the panels, whether it's on the panel, we back chat conversations, things like that. I think I add a high level of value to them. Just when we discuss in life things that they can add to their shows, just anything like that, I think I add an enormous amount of value. I think I create a space for people that I'm a genuine person and they get that from me. The audience, I think that what has spawned from Fight Club and everything that comes from it, there's a high level of entertainment that people get out of it.
Yeah.
And then there's probably some personal gain that some people get value of, right? So no matter what they come here for, it's either entertainment or some personal value that they've gained. So the way I look at it, I've given a good level of value to people. So I would say I've been heavier on the side of asset.
Okay. The things, right? When because like I said, I only see the clips and things of that nature. Did any of the negativity that is perceived get tied directly to you, or people understand you're monitoring a panel, the channel is what it is, or do you think you absorb some of that?
I honestly, I don't think I absorbed any of it.
Okay.
I think that some people are independent thinkers, and then some people are group thinkers.
But what would you say? Majority or minority of people?
The majority of people don't view other people's actions on the panel as being consistent with me. Right? They see me separately because I would navigate. I wouldn't necessarily do the things that other people do. Even if I could do it, I didn't do it. So people can see who does and who doesn't.
Yeah, Beans, come on now. Because your long-winded ass, everybody else was mute. I seen Sharon doze off when you was talking. Go ahead, Aaron. Finish your thought.
No, that was my thought.
Okay.
You're right.
All right.
Shit like that.
Fatty, what's popping?
Hello.
What you think? You think you've been an asset or a liability in Black
I'm
YouTube?
I'm one of the biggest assets on this place, by far.
How come?
I can help every single person on this panel get better in every single way. People get excited every time I go somewhere. My people travel with me. You're going to get more views. You're going to get more money. I can work on the back. I can do thumbnails. I can edit. I can participate in roasting conversations, dope conversations, war, peace, solutions. I am clearly an asset. Absolutely. Even if people don't like me, they're going to get more numbers, more money, more views if they have me on their team or if they mention me. So absolutely an asset.
Or, and what would other people say?
The same thing.
Same thing?
Yes, absolutely. They might say that I'm not the asset, but if you put my name on the title, are you going to get more money or less money? More views or less views? If I go on your panel, is it going to be better or get worse? Are people... Is there any place where I go where people says, man, I'm not excited to see Fatty here? Doesn't matter. So if people are excited for me to see here, and every time I show up or whatever, my people travel with me. They are spending money. They are shouting people out and all that. I'm clearly an asset.
Yeah, because when you look at the two words, right? Assets for all intents and purpose would appreciate something, right? They appreciate. Okay, so that regardless of how they feel about it, the benefits outweigh the cost.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's pretty simple enough.
Actually, not talking about nobody in specific. See when I'm on the place and when people cut me off. See how the usually things go when I'm inside of the group and I'm there, and when I leave, and how things actually work. And you can have an assessment of who is the asset, who is the liability.
Okay, that makes sense. That's economics. Jay Prince was popping.
What's going on, man?
Everything and nothing, bro. Same question. Do you think you've been an asset or liability to the space, and what will others say about you?
I think I've been in an intentional liability.
Break that
when
down.
I showed up and exposed the liars. You know, it exposed that you know, when people been on a high horse and they downplay everybody else, and you know, when they say that they talk one thing, talking about they want black liberation, taking care of their children, women and stuff like that, and they label me as the pookie, but I did all of that and they not. The liability is, you know, it make them have to look in the mirror. How this nigga that we look over and look and speak better and went through a whole better life can articulate, barely can articulate himself. Not only he raising his children, he came up with a goal, he completed it. You know what I'm saying? And hire people. I'm creating jobs in the community, and I have not seen that one of these other niggas did it. That's very articulate, intelligent, financial steady, never been through too much trauma. So I'm a definitely liability because majority of people in this space, I would say, are the revenge of the lame / nerds.
So Jay Prince, break this 1 point down just so I'm clear. I'm not trying to break it down. I'm trying to understand it, right? You say you came here because of pain, and you said a lot of your conversations ended in shooting. So then you said you haven't dealt with a lot of trauma. Those things don't seem to coincide. Maybe you can clarify.
Oh yeah, well, I had a lot of back then. I had a lot of beef with my own people, and I like my family, like they extremely violent. We all are, you know. That's not something to highlight, but that's just the way we was set up. That's the way we was brought up. And when you start talking about issues like deep rooted issues with your emotions, a lot of my family is emotional driven, which y'all would say is feminine. So it will lead to like fights. To the point where we get to start pointing our gun.
Okay, so you don't see, you just saying it is what it was. It was gonna be what's gonna be. So you don't see it as super duper traumatizing because that's what it was just coming up.
It's like we hate each other in the moment, but after they go down, we stop talking to each other for like a couple of weeks, and then we back loving each other and finna get into a new fight. I don't know why it's set up that way.
Okay, and what would other people say, real quick? You would say they would say you're a liability. Other people?
Yes.
And just so I heard it correctly, you're saying that you've accomplished the things that they say you have to do X, Y, Z to accomplish, but you didn't do X, Y, Z to accomplish them.
Yeah, it's almost like they was the truth until I came up. When real showed up, it exposed the fakes. It exposed the liars. When I came up being extremely transparent, being honest, taking the embarrassment. You know, I basically embarrassed myself based on a lot of stories that I have told. And so it exposed when real came, it exposed everybody else of being fake. You know, it exposed that, man, come on, man, like y'all can't be this perfect.
Okay.
It exposed people wearing masks.
Okay, I got you. World class. Same question.
Well, what up?
It's good.
Yeah, definitely an asset by way of exposing the liabilities in the space and showing people how you can dominate and control over other people's channels whenever you want, and using what they say, especially when they got 100,000, 4,000, 68,000. How you can dominate and make them niggas do what you want them to do, even though they sitting there barking like they got some type of credibility. So, you know, that part, knowing that in this space, if you don't say shit that's correct, these people will come and they will bring it to me. And the same thing that they will say about me is, you can't convince that nigga anything. Can't convince me to do anything. You're not gonna get me to choose what you want. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. I'm one of the only people in this space that build that platform 100% on themselves, not off of Anton Daniels, not off of Angry Man, not off of Kevin Samuels. And I don't follow trends.
Would you, okay, and what would other people say?
Yeah, that's what I said. You can't convince me to do anything.
Okay. No, but in terms of, would other people also agree that
asset liability?
Yes, sir.
Asset. Yeah, because a lot of these people they have gotten a lot of information from me on to be healthy. And yeah, people using it right now on the panel.
So when I hear, things like we're revealing the truth, we're leveraging, what do the results have to say for it to be considered an asset, right? Does it have to be one person who got the message? Does it need to be 100 people who got the message? Like, is one person enough for it to be considered an asset?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as it's not two people that's negative. You help one, you don't hurt two. You help one, you don't, you know what I'm saying? That number got to be basically zero in terms of who you hurt.
Okay, so as long as it's a net positive, you consider it an
Indeed.
asset.
Indeed.
Okay. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Yeah, we're not rushing. I think we're doing a good job in terms of pacing. You know what I mean? I'm interested in the answers and all that. You feel me? GBG Sherelle with the $5. Salute the beans and nigga turtle looking ass. Pound pie mob. Black man was popping. Why with the $2? Why the fuck I'm not up there? LOL. Shout out to DJ Hamp. I got you, bro. Angry man, salute. He said, who summoned the light-skinned drippy god? MJ was popping with the 20 bosses. Here to support the whole Sim Nation, SBG, and the Black House. Have a good show, gentlemen. We appreciate that. T.O. with the $5. I'm hypergamous like Sharon said most men are. Pound House Husband 2024. Looking for a 5'2" to 5'8" six-figure lady that knows how to be a leader. God. Wow. Damn. AP was popping with the $5. Hamp, are we able to drop folks in this stream? I thought this was all men, but you got a woman. I guess that's why you have her. Come on, man.
Damn.
AP and money with the $5. Daryl and Sharon are the zestiest creators. There are bigger man. Oh man.
Damn.
AP with the $2 Princella is more of a man. Angry man with the $10 beans! Exclamation point. Why you call me to a full panel?
Damn.
Crown Life with the $2 beans. Corey Holcomb gonna be in Kentucky soon. King Kunta with the $2. They take Team Fatty Task Force. Wait, the takedown Team Fatty Task Force assemble. AP with the $5. Beans, bro, give yourself more credit. Definitely an asset. Sherelle with the $5. Y'all are all assets to the space in your own individual way. Honestly, some good, some bad, ugly, all assets. Angry man with the $10. One light skinned brother on the panel. That's some bullshit. Ali, I'm light skinned, right?
Yeah, you light skinned.
All right, 2 angry man. Jim with the $5 says, if your channel is constantly being taken down, breaking guidelines, you may be a liability. HQ with the $2 says, did you get my super chat from Rain on Me? Huh? I don't know, HQ. That should Rock Den with the $5 says, I guarantee this spear is not majority incel, quote unquote. If it was, your ass wouldn't be here. Ladies and gentlemen. AP with the $5 says, all the brothers on this panel have value and are an asset. I rock with them. Now the sister in the bottom middle, why he going so hard? Why AP going so hard? MC Heavy Tips with the $10. Hello to the panel in chat.
I don't know.
Quentin with the $2. I'm not excited to see Fatty here.
Damn.
Ray, what's up, my brother? Appreciate you.
What up, buzzing, bird flipping dozen. Holla at your boy, you thought your cousin wasn't.
Striking it rich with the £2. Say shout out to Fatty, Ali, DJ Hamp. Let's go. Andre was popping with the $5. Panel outline is perfect. JP and World. Damn, y'all just be wild.
Damn.
Hold on. Who is this dude? Is this the I'm Delivered guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm Delivered.
Sugar Bum with the $5 says. Sugar Bum with the $5 says a lot of subliminals going on, but Reaper, salute my brother. Appreciate you. Roz girl, I see you. He said, salute, Hamp, salute, man. I miss you. I ain't seen you in a minute. Blessing to the men on the panel. Hamp, you're great at leading discussions and asking real questions. Yo, where my bro at? I text CT, but he been running around, man. He been getting it popping over there. So that man is busy, man. He got back to me a little late, but we definitely gonna have a part 2 because there's a lot of brothers who can definitely be up here to further this conversation. You feel me?
Weather outside is humid. She turned up her location. She must think I'm stupid. She wanna run the street, so let her ho, let her ho, let her ho. She doesn't show signs of stopping, so who am I to be cock blocking? I really hate to see you go. Let her ho, let her ho, let her ho.
Thank you, Roz. Appreciate you. DB with the 20 ball. Great conversation and panel for the most part. Reaper Rel with the $5. Salute to DJ Hamp in that Burlington Coat Factory vice assistant substitute principal suit. I hate all of the panel. Just kidding. Salute and God bless. I got this from
Nigerian jokes.
men's store. JJ Carver with the 500 yen says some of y'all are prepaid expenses, neither an asset or a liability, just here existing. Net life with the 10 ounces. Salute Hamp was popping. Fatty on down to beans are assets. The rest of the funkies not so much. Get them out of here. They add nothing to the space. Unpopular Truth was popping. He said, Pie Mob, salute. Quentin with the 2 ounces. GBG look like they here at gunpoint. Ray Midnight with the $5 says, for the folks in the back, for the game. Salute, Ray. Angry Man with the $10. No, seriously, is this a closed panel? I really want to know why Beans summoned me. I don't know. Yeah. Angry Man, I don't know. Angry Man. The AP with the $5 says, Daryl, I had respect for you until I don't like saying names right. No man goes on the show.
Her name is Yanni.
Okay. All right. Well, at least he clarified what his issue is. Salute the AP. Sherwin Thomas with the $5. Cheeky, you look angry. I think it's because you don't have your hat on. Go get that hat.
Man, y'all niggas leave me alone. I'm just here chilling.
Tired. Aaron, can you smile one time so they know you,
bro? Niggas
Angry Man,
up chilling, man. We are chilling. We are chilling. Okay.
Check your Instagram. I want these people thinking I sent you off.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Let me check the likes real quick. The likes are at 299 and 653 people. Please get the likes up. That shit is crazy.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.